run with Walker to begin the drive.
Call it no.
On almost every snap. If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He'll be brought down. Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Geno now to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
This worth his salt yet that ever admits to worried about man coverage? How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Now Geno on 1st down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. There he goes, right side. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Oh, he tries.
Come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch of the game. Good for 11 and a 1st down. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Treston Ebner, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. Able to slither by. They find some open field here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He hits his target, Lockett. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
His pass caught at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
For the Broncos, it's 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. He finds his man Johnson.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14.
Love the blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes it 21-8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Nick Bonito. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He gets this one to Johnson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And that flag accepted.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And he's Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to find Greg Dulcich there.
But it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very...
Touchdown!
Greg Dulcich.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Lutt's to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw again on 2nd down, Smith. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Nick Bonito. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is caught.
And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, It's enough to get him first and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on first and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal and a great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Geno.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, third quarter action in Denver.
To throw is Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, it's Smith.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go, here we go.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Gino on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to...
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
The 30, 10, 5, that 8.
Thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the red zone now, Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They run it again with Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.